Welcome back to the Champ Outdoors. This week I'm going to walk you through stringing my bow. We're going to do some archery practice, and I'm also going to be walking through some tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the years and just general advice for when it comes to instinctive shooting, how to get started, how to just slowly learn and things like that. So let's get to it. Alright, so I've got a stringer on this bow. Basically what I want to do is step on the stringer, slide up the limb. I've got my limb right here that is not notched, or that the string is not in the notch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my legs and back to bend the bow with the string and set it in place. So as you can see, we're now strung and ready to go. And I can just take my stringer off and set it to the side, and we're ready to shoot. Okay. So I'm going to take out my practice arrow. I've got a knock feather, basically. It's one that I always put out to that side, as well as on my knock. I've got a little notch there, and that's just for consistency. I set up all my arrows this way. I want to lay it on the shelf and just take a relaxed grip to where the bow's resting in the kind of that crook of my thumb right there. And I want to angle the bow a bit, just so that way I can keep the arrow on the shelf, let gravity do the work. I'm going to bend my knees a bit, focus on where I want, draw back, hit my anchor point, and release. So there, I'm a little high. And I'll walk back, do the same thing again. This time knowing I'm a little high on that one, I probably will not hold as long with my release, because I'm gonna talk about it less and just shoot. Ooh, that was a bad one. I'm rusty. And that's why I'm not out hunting right now. So this time I actually stepped off 5 yards. I'm hoping I'm getting good footage for y'all, but so I'm a little high and a little wild. I don't really like that, but again, that's why I'm out here practicing. It's also why I start out close, because the farther I move out, the more my mistakes will be amplified. So, I'm starting to get dialed in with a few consistent shots here. That tells me my sight picture is off and I have to adjust. It's the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like throwing a baseball. You just kind of feel where it should go. There we go. Another trick that I've heard used a lot is in the grip. So you want to just your pointer finger, close it around the bow to keep it from flying, and point your middle and ring finger at where you want to hit. So I've moved the camera to the bow just to give you a little bit different view for a few shots. As you can see, I'm shooting high at 5 yards, and with it being instinctive, it's all mental. There we go. There's a lot better shot. That's more what I'm. Now it's got to be consistent with it. I'm struggling today. Again, I haven't been shooting like I should, so. We're slowly starting to get drawn in. Now, I'm right on the verge of where I'd feel comfortable actually shooting at a deer from this range. So that's also why I'm not hunting at all right now. There, I'm in that pie plate that I want to be in. still just a hair high. Alright, with that way I don't get sore. We're gonna probably call it a night. Welcome back for the back porch breakdown. So today I was shooting my bow a bit, trying to walk y'all through that. Like I said, the best tip I ever got for learning how to shoot instinctive is it's a lot like throwing a baseball. As you practice, you kind of learn where your release points are, what that looks like, and you get a feel for it the more you shoot. It's one of those things that just takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. But yeah, so again, like I said, hopefully y'all might have picked up some tips. The biggest thing I can tell you is you want to be consistent. I like to start out at 5 yards and then work my way back. Big reason for that is with where I hunt with a bow, most of my shots are 15 yards and in, so I'll practice out to 20 and 25 yards, just that way I know what I'm doing, especially with my recurve. But the bulk of my practice is between 5 and 15 yards, and probably really between 5 and 10. Once you get those markers down, I would recommend just walking back from the target and stopping somewhere in there, so that way you can learn to adjust for that little change in distance. Yeah, other than that, please like, comment, subscribe. YouTube this past week has cracked down on hunting channels, so I'm gonna keep doing this. But a lot of these channels, they've been demonetized. So my goal is to keep growing, and the best way for me to do that is with the help of you all, because YouTube probably will not be pushing hunting videos in the future. So I need you all to help me do that by liking, commenting, subscribing, showing engagement. It really helps. And again, we're trying to hit a subscriber goal by the end of September. It doesn't look like we're going to quite make it. So instead of 100, I'd like to try to hit 50 by the end of September. We're only a few subscribers away from that. And if we do that, I'll do a merch giveaway. But yeah, that's about all we got for this week. It's a pretty short week. Been a busy week, so weather's kind of still transitioning into fall. We're not quite ready for fishing to kind of get good again, and it's still a little warm to be out hunting. And with that, I'll catch you next week on the Champ Outdoors.